It's literally comedic at this point. I literally prop the camera up, and guess who decides to go ahead and start lawn mowing their lawn? My neighbor across the street. Gotta just laugh, man, because life just doesn't work out the way you want it. But let's talk about eyeshadow of the day. Some glistening purple and green. I don't know if you see it. And outfit of the day. Let's show you the outfit of the day. Sorry, I have my trash. Okay, hold on. Let me put the trash away. But here's all black. Black shoes, black pants, and a beautiful black, nice shirt. The pants and the shirt have stripes. Like, have this beautiful stripe texture to them. And yeah, I'm wearing my little jangly bracelet, so when I'm vlogging, if it jangles, trying to get into this Christmas spirit, okay? Yesterday I lasered some things. Oh, I forgot to go. Where do I need to go? Oh, I should still go. Crap. I forgot stuff. Okay. Update on the car. I am debating about getting it. I haven't made a final decision yet. At this current time, it's a no. Maybe. We're on the fence. We're waiting for God to say yes. And it's not like I want to get into a car payment or anything. I just walked in. So the dance starts. The jiggle jaggling. I know, hold on. I know. We're going to give you carrots today. We're going to go vegan. Vegan. You make me laugh. You're such a drama queen. So we're giving them baby carrots. Here's a baby carrot for you. Look, and here's a baby carrot for you. And now they have left me alone. So this client went to 2 longarmers, and in the end I ended up getting a lot of her quilts. She came back to me. Now, I'm sure we were both really great longarmers. The price for quilting in this area is generally the same, 0.02. I do charge a bit more for my shipping clients, but in general the prices are in general the same. Where the prices for different longarmers vary, it's the thread cost. I had a client start coming to me instead of her current longarmer because the longarmer was overpricing her thread. Yeah. She was charging her $16–18 for a twin size quilt to quilt for thread. That was a thread charge. Can you believe it? $16–18. Some longarmers overprice thread. I'm just letting you know. They will gouge your eyes out for thread. $15 on me quilting a quilt on thread. That's ridiculous. And because when they could literally buy a spool of thread and bring it to me, and I will quilt their quilts for them. I am willing to do that. Some longarmers, because they know they make money on thread, they will not do that. They're thread chargers. You know, I use 100% cotton, Egyptian cotton thread. I use a very expensive longarm quilting thread. Some longarmers use the cheapest thread they could find, and they quilt your quilts with it, but they're charging you as if they're charging for the expensive thread. How beautiful the quilting is. And you can see I'm cutting the fabric to the edge of the batting. Some longarmers will not even touch your quilt, meaning they will not iron, they will not break off the thread or cut the thread off. They will not stitch a seam if it's unseamed. They will not do anything unless they fee you $5 to $10. I know someone would not even trim a quilt because their says, I'm not going to spend any time other than quilting on it, and they will charge $15 to trim a quilt. Now, I feel, personally me, I feel that that's part of the quilting process. Me giving you the quilt as beautiful as it could be is part of my job. It's part of the .02 job. As a matter of fact, they'll even arbitrage turning the design and say, now I'm charging you custom. He said they would size at 4-1. Clients will not go to you if you overprice. So be mindful about your pricing. If you overprice on thread and use cheap thread, they will not return to you. If your quality of work is gross, it's not to their standards. Understand that this is a luxury. This is not a necessity. They don't have to come back. As a matter of fact, they don't have to have the quilts quilted. They don't care. They have to eat. So quality of the quilting is important. Also, too, one of the things I've learned is your environment. If your environment is disgusting, if you're a mess, and I go in there and take you a quilt that I spent almost $600 on, and you have your space all grossed out, I don't want to leave it with you. I remember a lady who I used to take my quilts to, like there was lint and dust like caked on everywhere, and I left it there, but I was like, ooh, do I really want to leave it there? And she was like, when the quilt pleated, because one time I went and it was where I rented the machine, the quilt pleated, she's like, oh, whatever. I was not okay with whatever, because I worked my butt off to have that quilt nice and flat. I ironed, I pressed, I made sure my seams were right, I cut the thread, and when her long arm pleated my quilt, I was not okay with that. No. So the quality of your work is really important. Make sure you do the best job you can, and if something goes wrong, fix it. Fix it if you can. Fix it. I've had to unstitch a whole row and then re-iron, remove all that thread. I've had to unstitch a whole quilt because I put the design wrong. So fix it. And we're going to go into what I call stupid charges. Some long armers have stupid charges. And yeah, I'm saying that word, stupid. They're dumb. One example is they will not put a table runner on the long arm unless they make $40, which that's not fair. A table runner is such a small thing, and it's only probably $16 to quilt it because it's not like a big quilt. Some long armers will do a dumb charge where I'm not touching it unless I make $40, because they think them putting it on the leader and them putting on the long arm, you know, they should upcharge. I don't do any of that. I had a client one time, she had her quilt at a quilt store, and they had it already for 3 months. She wanted to pick it up, and they said, I'm sorry, we've had some issues, something happened with the long armor. And they said, we're gonna have to hold your quilt for another month. The lady's like, I'm picking it up. Apparently she heard about me, and she was so frustrated with this company who already had her quilt for 3 months and it was still not done, that you know, she brought the quilt to me and she expected to be waiting for it. Well, at the time, I don't think I was very busy, so I turned around and I did for her a 1-day turnaround. I was wooing this client.